I know a lot of you are embracing the new year, that new you mindset with a few resolutions. Time strategist Alyssa Smith is here to share tips for sticking to those resolutions and achieving your goals for 2024. I like to think of them that way, as just things that you want to accomplish or things that you want to do. Because a lot of times we set these kind of big goals or resolutions, then we fall off so quickly. What is the first tip that you want us to think about?
Well, so here's the thing. When we make these goals, a lot of us are making them because we feel obligation. We're making them because we feel bad about what we didn't accomplish in 2023. And so we got to get out of that survival mode mentality to really get in touch with the goals that are going to be aligned with you. That's the only way that your brain isn't going to sabotage your goals. So you take 3 deep breaths, like it's always my mantra, take 3 deep breaths, and that sends a message to your right brain, your survival brain, to just remain calm and that we're safe. We're not running from a wild animal while we're making these plans.
I like it because on that first one you do say calm your nervous system first, and that is important. I find myself kind of in that state, always of just kind of like rushing and going. I was like, you know what? I want to be more intentional. I think that means the same thing of just, I want to slow down a little bit, like a beat. Just take a beat. Yeah, because we don't have to rush headlong into those goals, you know? And I think a big thing is, you know, we get to the end of a year and we're like, oh gosh, you know, I didn't lose the weight. I didn't, you know, change the job. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. And so we're like, okay, I gotta hit it hard. But doing the all or nothing thing, that's when we end up, you know, in 2 months, we're like, I didn't actually go to the gym this last 2 months, you know? It doesn't work, right? I think too, you mentioned, I love this one, because really, if you don't know what your top values are, how can you even kind of set the goal? But what do you mean about really deciding, and how do you think you decide what are your top values? Yeah,
so you want to look at your life, and you can look at what you have been doing, kind of how you have been spending your time. So if you have been spending, let's say, you know, 50% of your time at work and, you know, 30% of your time with your family and 20% doing other things, it's like you have to decide, is that how I want to continue, or do I want to shift around my priorities a little bit? So, you know, we talk a lot about having priorities like family, faith, you know, you might travel might be a value, you know, like there are all kinds of things that might be your values. Choosing goals within those values is going to almost guarantee that you're going to accomplish them.
Yeah, and then breaking down the goal specifically, how do we do that, or why do you think that's so important?
This is my favorite one, because I love to see my clients succeed, and when I see them succeed, it's when they break things down to the smallest possible steps. So the other thing is, you don't want to just focus on the results that you're looking for. You don't want to just say, I want to go to the gym every day. Okay, let's create a system that will likely get you there the path of least resistance. So that means if you do want to go to the gym every day, let's say that your system is that tonight I'm laying out my workout clothes for the morning, I put my walking shoes by my bed. First thing when I wake up, I just change into that, I get my shoes on, it's so easy, they're right there, and then I walk out the front door. So then I'm more likely, like how much likely are you to go for that daily walk if you're already dressed, you already got the shoes on, you're already out the front door, right? So you just enact a system around the result that you're looking for, and it's going to make it so much easier to accomplish the goal.
Thank you so much. There are some of those tips right there. For more advice from Alyssa and her Stress Less Lounge on Facebook, you'll have it at fox59.com/links. It'll be all for you there. Good to see you.
Nice to see you. Thanks for having me.
Yes, nicely done.